Hey friends, it's Amy Deb, the Keto Queen. It's Sunday afternoon, guys, and I hope you've had a fabulous weekend. We have so much enjoyed our friends and family over at the house this weekend. We just got out of the pool. So yes, I have a swim cover up, guys. I'm sorry if you don't like it, but I don't want to take a shower just so I can mix my dinner together. I want to get my dinner in the oven and then take a shower and enjoy dinner. So I don't know what you guys are doing, but I'm curious what you're doing for dinner that's low carb, keto friendly. We have been out by the pool all day, so I am super ready for dinner. We've drinking a lot of water. We also drink some keto-friendly cocktails if you guys are interested in that. But we truly are ready for dinner. So my husband already had in his mind, he said from first morning, wake up this morning, that he wanted pizza. So he is off to the store to buy him a pizza, and I, instead of eating pizza, because I want to keep it keto today, I'm having a chicken curry casserole. So this is one of my favorite casseroles. It's so super yummy and delicious and easy, guys, as always. You're going to be so proud of me. Look, I bought some spatulas, some rubber spatulas, so you don't have to hear me beat on my pans anymore. We're going to start off with this recipe, guys. We're going to mix up the sauce first. And what we're going to do is add about a cup of mayonnaise. I did go ahead and take out my, let me get a spoon. I did take out a rotisserie chicken. I just shredded up the chicken. So I got a big family size. So it's a big rotisserie chicken. The recipe I'm going to post for you later actually calls for a pound of chicken. I got the big family size rotisserie, but I don't care if you do a small rotisserie or a family size rotisserie. I always use the same sauce. So we are going to do about a cup of mayonnaise as soon as I can get enough in here. A cup of mayonnaise. You guys know my favorite mayonnaise is an avocado mayonnaise. I love it. It's so delicious. And it's made by Better Body Foods. You don't have to use this one. Any kind of mayonnaise you have is fine, but just make sure you're using real mayonnaise, not a margarine, okay? Real mayonnaise is important for keto. We want to eat real food, so real fat food. If you're going to eat any kind of sauces like butter, you want to use a real butter, not a margarine. If you're going to use mayonnaise, use a real mayonnaise, not Miracle Whip. Okay, if you're going to use food like that, you want to use real food, not the chemically made junk. So any kind of mayonnaise you have, I'm using an avocado mayonnaise because I love it. It's so delicious. But we're going to do right at a cup of mayonnaise. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in my pan. And look, I got my little rubber spatula that should fit in here. And then we're also going to do almost a full cup of sour cream. So a cup of mayonnaise and a cup of sour cream. If you want to do a little less than this, you can. The recipe I'm going to post for you actually calls for 3/4 cup. But I have a lot of chicken because I bought a big family size. So I'm going to do a whole cup of sour cream and a whole cup of mayonnaise. Got to get some more out. Sour cream. Let me open up this. We bought some sour cream today because we're going to make some tacos later in the week. So I need some new sour cream. Let me get it open. There we go. So what are y'all doing for dinner that's low carb, keto friendly? That's what I'm curious about. What are you guys doing for dinner? All of our company just left the house. It's been a great day, man. It's been so nice. It was beautiful outside. We thoroughly enjoyed all the fun and laughter and conversations with friends and family. Always a good time when you have people at the house, right? All right, so we're going to do a whole cup of mayonnaise, a whole cup of sour cream. You can do a little less if you want to. We're already almost done. This recipe is so super easy with very few ingredients. All right, then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of curry powder. So 2 teaspoons of curry. I love curry. It makes a dish different, okay? You get tired of eating the same old thing all the time. This really spices things up. If you don't like curry, man, just try it with this recipe because I think you'll like it. So 2 teaspoons of curry. All right, and then I also want to do about a whole cup of cheddar. I'm doing a Monterey Jack and Colby, or Colby Jack mixture of cheese. You can do any kind of cheese you want, but I'm going to do a whole cup inside my casserole. So we have a cup of mayonnaise, a cup of sour cream, a cup of cheese of your liking, and 2 teaspoons of curry. All right, we're going to mix this up first. And that curry smells so good. I'm going to come check out my comments in just a second. I'm just curious what you guys are doing for dinner tonight that's low carb, keto friendly. And if you have any questions for me, go ahead and let me know as well. I've got my oven on 350. Now, this recipe calls for raw broccoli. I am going ahead and steaming my broccoli, so it's not going to take as long to cook. If you use raw broccoli, whether it's fresh or frozen, it is going to take this casserole a long time to cook, like 40 minutes. I like to go ahead and steam my broccoli so it's already cooked, it's already soft. I mix it in with this sauce, which smells amazing. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And it cooks really, really fast. So I have my oven on 350. Let me get that broccoli real fast. One other ingredient before we get too far is lime. You want a good lime. So let me get a knife and cut this lime. We're going to do a whole tablespoon of lime. If I can find me a knife. Let's see if this one will work. So we want a tablespoon of lime. Let me put this down so I don't cut myself. All right, that knife needs to be sharpened. That ain't going to work. See what I got my dishwasher over here. Oh, yes, there we go. This one will work. All right, so we want to squeeze a good fresh lime. You can use the fake lime juice if you want to. I mean, this really makes your recipe much, much tastier. So we want a tablespoon, or about a half a tablespoon is actually even better. So I'm going to squeeze out about a half a teaspoon of lime. If I get a little more, that's perfectly fine. I said teaspoon, I want a whole tablespoon. Like a 1 or a half a tablespoon. And if you get more, that's perfectly good. If you get less, it's all right as well. But just squeeze out as much as you can. Some limes don't have as much juice as others. All right, we're gonna mix this again. And then we're gonna put in our steamed broccoli. So I went ahead and steamed my broccoli. They're little fresh steamable bags. And I'm gonna throw it in. Maybe. So some people may jump on and say, well, why aren't you eating pizza? Well, I just don't feel like eating pizza. It's okay to eat off keto sometimes, but I'm just not really in the mood to eat off keto today. Honestly, have not really had any cravings today, so why put the first meal in my body, something that's got all those carbs, to make myself not feel good? I like to feel good. I truly do use food for fuel. Where in my past life, it was all about, the excitement of eating Taco Bell or pizza or fried chicken. And now I really do choose foods that make me feel good. Look how beautiful that is. This, guys, is so good. I love the chicken curry. It smells so good. All right, and the last ingredient is the chicken. So we're going to throw in our rotisserie chicken. So I didn't even have to cook it. I mean, how fast and easy is that? So we're going to mix in our chicken. And I got a big family size of rotisserie chicken. If you want to cook your own chicken, go right ahead. You can shred it up, or you can put chunks of chicken in here. Up to you. But we just shredded up a rotisserie. And guys, this smells and looks so good. All right, and we're fixing to throw this into an 8x8 casserole dish. You can use a big 9x13 if you want to. It actually will probably cook a little faster that way. Okay, guys, I'm so impressed that you asked me to get these for the noise, because I actually like mixing it. This is really cool. I like these big spatulas. All right, and look how beautiful this is. Oh my goodness. This looks amazing. Yum. Let me get my 9x13 out. Look, 9x9x13. What the heck is that? I think I'm talking crazy gibberish. All right, so my 9x9. I am going to spray it just because I definitely want to make sure this doesn't stick, and it probably won't, but there's no harm in spraying or putting a little butter in the bottom of your pan. I'm using an avocado spray, and now we're just going to put this inside the casserole dish. My oven's on 350, so it's already hot and ready. And if you want to, you don't have to. If you want to, you can top this off with just a little bit of cheese on top of your casserole. I'm going to because I want some. You don't have to. If you want to monitor your cheese intake, you can literally just use that cup of cheese that's inside the casserole and not top it with any more, because this is already cheesy and it looks amazing. This is going to be a very creamy chicken curry casserole. If you guys love casseroles and you like to really watch your expenses, this is one that you definitely want to go after. Now, normally when I fix a meal, whether it's a casserole or a normal dish, I do not buy anything that calls for a weird ingredient that I'm never going to use again. When I buy foods, when I look at my ingredients, I only cook things that I know I'm going to have on hand. So when I go to the grocery store, I already know I have mayonnaise. I already know I have sour cream. I already know I have the cheese. I mean, all I had to buy was the broccoli because it's fresh. and the chicken. And I do have curry in my cabinet because of this recipe. So curry lasts a long time if you buy a little small container of seasoning of curry and you only cook this recipe, 3 or 4 times a year, you're gonna have the curry you need. But normally I would never buy anything or put a recipe on my weekly menu unless if it called for like a lot of stuff I never buy. So I don't wanna go to the grocery store and buy like 4 or 5 different special seasonings for this one dish and then never use it again. Does that make sense? So I try to make my menus make sense for what I have at the house. That way I save money and I don't buy things I don't use at least, once every 2 or 3 months. So this looks amazing. I am gonna go ahead and put a little bit more cheese on top. You don't have to, like I said. I'm using a Colby Monterey Jack blend. You can use cheddar, you can use mozzarella or anything you like, whatever kind of cheese you love. And just spread a little bit over the top. We're gonna put this in the oven on 350 and let it cook until it melts because everything in here is cooked. And guys, this looks fantastic. Let me put this in the oven. I'm gonna come back and see if you guys have any questions and to find out what y'all are doing for dinner tonight. Give me 1 second. Now this recipe, you actually can also use cauliflower. So if you want to use cauliflower instead of broccoli, or you could use both. Now if you use both, then you are putting 2 carb counts inside your casserole. So just be cautious about what you're cooking with. Okay, there's nothing wrong with cauliflower, nothing wrong with broccoli. But if you use 2 vegetables in your casserole, make sure you account for that. I'm using broccoli alone because even though my husband's eating pizza tonight, he does not like cauliflower. So if he decides to eat this, would be later in the week or for lunch, he'll actually eat it. That wasn't good. But if I put cauliflower in here, he'd be like totally against it. All right, let me go through my comments to see if you guys have any questions. This is easy, fast keto. I love the chicken curry casserole. If you guys have never seen it before, I am gonna post the recipe in this video as soon as I finish, in the video post, as soon as I finish talking to you guys. I see a lot of friends. Hey, Kathy, Marie, Brenda from Richmond, Kentucky. Hey, Tiano, is that how you say your name? Tiano Phelps. That's beautiful the way you spell it. I see Joyce on here. Hey, Chantel, I hope you're having a great weekend. She's having blackened shrimp and asparagus. That sounds amazing. Hey, Suzanne, I see Alex Dove is watching and you're supposed to be driving. Alex Dove, I hope you're just listening, but get off the phone. I love you very much. I see Kathy on here, Mamie. Debbie says she loves avocado mayo too. I really do love it. I really enjoy it. Thank you, Kathy. I love my kitchen. This is a new kitchen. I remodeled my kitchen last year in 2020. And I love my kitchen. I designed it myself. So a lot of work went into this. A lot of planning went into this, but I love my kitchen. Kimberly's doing grilled chicken and a tossed salad. That sounds amazing. Susan had chicken salad. Yum. I love chicken salad, especially for lunch when I break my fast in the daytime. Debbie says, which yellow curry or red curry? Okay, let me look and see what I've got because I'm not really even sure. So I'm using, Debbie, just a curry powder, just a regular curry powder. Let me turn this around so you can see. It's just a curry powder. It doesn't say it's red or yellow, so I guess this is yellow. It's really good. I think either one of them would be good with this recipe. I like it because it just kind of mixes things up because you get really tired of eating the same thing, the same seasonings, the same flavors. So this really does give it a kick of something different. So I really love this curry casserole for that purpose. Kathy says, I'm by myself, frozen pizza. I know. It's okay, Kathy. No judgment from the Keto Queen at all. I never judge any of my friends. We all have different days and different goals and different plans, and it's okay. And even if you eat off keto, if you make an off keto choice, you're not cheating. You're just making a choice to eat off keto, and you can totally turn that around with your very next meal. So look at one meal at a time, and you're perfectly fine. First time I've watched me live. Is this Miss, I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't want to mess it up. Thank you. Let's see. Let me think. Could it be Halora, maybe, possibly? I apologize. I'm not great at pronouncing names, but give me some hearts if that's correct. From Texas, and I'm glad you joined me, and I hope I didn't butcher that for you. I hope you're having a great day and a great weekend. We have had such a fun weekend with family and friends. Me and Ricky had a date night here at the house on Friday and a date night out last night. It was a lot of fun. Don't you get tired of cheese? Sandra, You don't have to have as much cheese as we do. We just really love cheesy casseroles when we do make cheesy casseroles. But you definitely don't have to have as much cheese as we do at our house. 100%, you can make as minimal cheese additions to your dishes as you want to. We just love cheese. So that's just me and my husband. You don't have to have cheese for keto. And a lot of people take that wrong. You don't have to have bacon for keto. You don't have to have cheese for keto. It's just what I like, and it makes our foods taste really good. So that's just a preference of mine. You do not have to eat the exact same way I do. And definitely with your casseroles, you can do as little amount of cheese as you want. Let's see, you don't have broccoli, so Michelle, you can sub this with cauliflower if you have any cauliflower, or you can just wait until next week and put this on your menu for next week. Diane, this is a very simple recipe, so I hope you enjoy it. Ooh, Wendy's grilling steaks across the street. Wendy, we were talking about you today. My son is so excited. Oh my gosh. So excited. So we talked about you this afternoon. Kathy says it does look super yummy, and it is. Thanks for sharing. Oh, Debbie already makes this twice a month, so that's awesome, Debbie. I hope that you'll tell everybody how awesome it is. Did I like my oyster thing? I absolutely loved the oysters last night. I had oyster Rockefeller, which means they're cooked oysters with bacon and Parmesan cheese. Super yummy. And I really did enjoy it last night. So it was something different I haven't had in a long, long time. And every once in a while, we like to switch things up. Jane says she's making pork chops with the spinach and mushrooms tonight. Yum. All right, guys, do you have any questions for me? I see Jenny caught me live tonight. Hey, Michelle from Alabama. Peru, India. That is amazing. Thanks for joining me. I have some friends who are from India who live here in the States in my hometown, and they're awesome people. And she actually cooked for me a curry, a rice, and shrimp dish one night, and it was so good. So I know most Indian friends of mine love curry. So that was the first time I ever had curry, honestly, was at her house, and her name is Renu, and she is a beautiful woman. Kathy says, so is your kitchen your personality? It kind of is my personality. I would hope so. Kathy lost 4 pounds in 10 days. That's amazing. But guys, Kathy, give her some hearts. I'm so excited for you, Kathy. Don't get hung up on that number, though, because next week could be different. Every week is different. You don't always lose necessarily pounds, but you will lose inches on a routine. So go ahead and start measuring yourself if you haven't measured yourself yet, if you're just getting started, because you want to measure and really focus on the way your clothes feel and those measurements you take at least once a month. I really suggest my friends stay away from the scales as much as possible if you can, because the scales are not always going to move, and a lot of people kind of judge their success off that. But I promise you're not going to look back 4 months from now and say, what did I do that for? That woman was crazy. You're gonna look back 4 months from now and say, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I made this change. Look at these clothes. I'm gonna have to go shopping. And that's what is so exciting. So try to focus on your clothing because you definitely will see a big difference in the measurements of your clothes and your arms and your midsection. You're gonna love keto lifestyle. You always will lose inches before pounds, and even after you've lost pounds, you will continue to lose inches. All right, guys, I don't see any questions coming across. I just want to see if you have any questions for me. I hope you have a fabulous night. I hope you try out this chicken curry recipe because it's so super yummy. It's one thing that we rotate occasionally. My husband's not a huge casserole fan, where I love casseroles. They're so easy to put together, easy to warm up, easy for lunch. So I love casseroles, where my husband's not a huge big fan. So when he said he wanted pizza, I'm like, casserole night. All right, guys, I'm going to jump off here and clean up the little bit of mess I made. I hope you have a fabulous one. If I can help you with anything, just send me a message, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.